Hey guys, what is up is once again me, Carmen. Today I'm doing a video. I'm basically going to review TweetDeck and whatnot. Really cool Twitter client for iPhone. Wanted to get a video out there for you guys. Hope you're enjoying the weekend and of course enjoy. This is a review of the Tweetbot Twitter client, my favorite Twitter client for iPhone. You guys are in for a treat, courtesy of me. Enjoy. So let's start out by launching the app. TweetDeck, of course, is an iPhone app, as I mentioned earlier. Let's launch it. When you launch it, you first see a really slick interface, I would say. You start out the timeline, of course. You can, if you can add multiple accounts. I just have my one. So, you might be able to select accounts by going there. Timeline. You can see all, of course, if you know what Twitter is, you know what timeline is. You can see everyone's tweets that you follow in the timeline, mentions, messages, favorites. I don't know. My favorite tweets aren't loaded, I guess. Here we go. Some of the tweets I favorited. Whatever. And, of course, timeline. But what makes Tweetbot different is some of the things, smaller things. Like the interface. The interface of Tweetbot is a bit different from some of the other Twitter clients. A lot of the other Twitter clients have somewhat of a generic iOS look. Tweetbot has a really nice and slick interface. It doesn't have that many problems, not too buggy, and overall it's a pretty good interface. That's one of the best things about this app, how it looks and feels. A lot of apps, it's like, you know, you don't have to have a good looking and feeling app, but it kind of helps the experience. So let's write a new tweet. This is what it looks like when you tweet. You have a camera button that lets you have shortcuts. You can take a photo or video. Here's a good one. Use the last photo taken. So if I want to share a certain photo, which the last photo taken actually be an Instagram photo, so I'm going to remove that. So if I wanted to share like a photo I just took like in the camera app, I just click use last photo taken. I can take a photo or video from right inside the app, do whatever. I'm not going to do that. Or I can, of course, choose from library. So I can choose one I took before from my camera roll or something. And so, yeah. Another one that's good is, wrong tab, the person's one that lets you like do an at reply. So if it makes it easier to do at replies. How I have it set up in here so we can start typing a name. Like, let's say we're looking for David DeFranco. We'll start typing D-A-V-I-D, David, and then you can see some of the hits it finds. D. Of course, I want to type D-E Franco. And start typing, it comes right up. Another one of the handy features of Tweetbot. And, of course, the hashtag feature. Has the hashtag button right there. So, easy access to hashtags if you're doing a hashtag. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. You just type it. And you can see like certain certain popular hashtags right now. If you start typing, you might see if I was doing follow Friday, which I'm not gonna do right now. So yeah, and of course we can go to the options button. You can add your location to tweet. I don't like doing that. You can do whatever you want. You can see your saved drafts. You can save drafts on here, but I don't use that often. You could add no. I'm not sure what that does. And then now, let's say we're done with the tweet. And we're going to tweet it. Now there's a tweet out there that says test and hashtag 1234. Whatever. So, yeah. And of course, it isn't like live streaming, so you still have to load it manually, but it's still a really good Twitter client. I'd still recommend it. Whatever. Not a deal breaker. And if you press timeline at the top, you can see some things you can shuffle between public list and timeline. You can't do that. I don't know if you can do that on mentions. You can't do it on any of the other ones. Favorites, maybe. But you can do it on timeline. And then, of course, you can edit your list. There's a tab for list. So, yeah, it's basically a rundown on most features of the interface. I'll go over the settings, just because that is also a main thing. You want to know what settings? You basically have settings per account. You have accounts, whatever. You have accounts, and of course you have settings. You have settings for your account. Most of the settings are in settings, account settings, like for Super PC or something. I should probably turn that on. Like most of my personal settings, like what URL shorteners I want to use, what image uploading service. And you do have a lot of selection here. You can use a lot of services. All the popular ones are there. Video upload, whatever. Text upload, I don't even know what that one is. But yeah, basically, just syncing stuff. Basically, most of the things in your account, notifications, of course. I have it set, of course, retweets, mentions. I have people you follow selected. So it tells me whenever, if someone I follow tweets at me, it'll tell me. Sleep options, so when after this time, you can have it like not people, like if there's any notifications, it won't tell you. That's about the time I start to go to sleep. So I turn it off, and you test the notification system. I turn it off, and you test the notification system. In total, I'd give Tweetbot a 9 out of 10 rating. It has a wonderful interface and a good variety of interesting features, but the price on the app and the lack of instant streaming knocked off a point. Instant streaming's been around for a while, so I expect an app of this caliber to have it by now. And the price tag in the iTunes App Store, which is $2.99, is a bit on the expensive side. But this app has many features to offer and has a wonderful interface, of course, as I mentioned before. So I am still giving it a 9 out of 10 rating for that. You can find this app for $2.99 in the iTunes App Store. Link is in the description. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to follow us on Twitter, Fancy Show Tech on Twitter. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FancyShowTech. And be sure to subscribe if you want more videos like this one. And peace out, everyone.